Hello, I'm Greg Lacina. We're here at Crown Audi in Clearwater, Florida, and I'd like to take a few moments to show you the 2011 Audi A6. It is the 3.0, which is the supercharged version. It has 300 horsepower and 310 pounds of torque. So obviously, being a big sedan, you're going to need some extra power, and it does move, I can tell you that. Things like that have been come to known by Audi, and you've come to expect it. As you move down the lines of the car, you see it gives a nice sleek and stylish look. Also, the 18 set the tone aesthetically for the car. Coming towards the trunk, you can actually see how much space and how versatile this car actually is. You're going to have all this space and utility out of this car, but also, like I mentioned, it has 300 horsepower, so it's going to move the way you want it to. You're going to have your full-size spare. Also, your batteries back here for equal weight distribution, because obviously Audis, we're going to want it to be a better performing car than most. All your hooks are going to be metal. You do have grocery hooks back here as well, so they're not rolling around for you. Floor mats, first aid kit. One thing to notice is the fit and finish on these cars. If you take a look at the paint, which there is 40 pounds of paint on here, and it's the highest grade of paint that you can actually put on a car, what I really want you to take notice is as it actually comes up into the trunk and follows through. There's a nice gloss coat and it's all finished off. There's no fastener seen. You can't put your hands behind the carpet. It's just a really well-made, well-engineered car. And that's really what the Audi's strong point is. As we make our way to the back seat, you're going to really see the space and size this car actually has. Like I mentioned, you're going to have all the utility, and that's really where the space comes into hand, but also it's going to be very luxurious, and you're going to have all the amenities that you would ever want in this car. As you see, your cup holder and extra storage and armrest there in the center console flips up to be non-seen if you don't need it to be. Taking a look at the wood inlays, obviously aesthetically looks nice, but it's not a veneer piece that's going to break off on you. It's real wood. And when I talk about engineering and the way it's made, that's really what I'm talking about. It's a driver's vehicle, and the whole dash is actually slanted towards the driver. It's going to make driving that much more dynamic. So like I mentioned, it's just a really good combination of things that you look for in a car. You're going to have all that luxury, you're going to have all the space, but you're also going to have all that performance that you'd come to expect from an Audi car. Here we are in the front seat of the A6, and as you can see, you're going to have all the space and room that you need, but also it's going to be very driver friendly and you can get yourself into the proper driving position. There's seat adjustments that have back, forth, and your lumbar support. Also, you're going to have all these amenities here at your service. All these controls here are really what set the tone for this car. You have your navigation, you have your AM, FM, satellite radio, and everything that's really controlled by this wheel here. Obviously aesthetically pleasing, but operational wise, it's very useful as well. If you take a look at this driving column, what you'll see is a couple different ways to drive it. They want to make it as dynamic as possible. So obviously you have your regular D, which is your drive. And if you shift it over, you're going to be able to shift up and down manually if you like to get a little more control and maneuverability out of your car. Also, most importantly, is this S, which is sport mode. So obviously it's automatic, but sometimes you're going to want a little extra kick, and that's where that supercharged engine comes into hand. What it does, increases your RPMs and lets your vehicle know you're going to be a little more of an aggressive driver. So say if you're pulling the traffic, you want to put in an S, but if you have some with some Starbucks coffee, you don't want it all over them, and your nice new leather, leave it in D and it'll shift nice and easy for you. Your steering wheel also has a couple different functions on it. You're going to have your volume control here, and you're going to have your station control here that you can actually see being maneuvered through my dash. It's actually designed so you can have your navigation on and still be able to maneuver through your features without interrupting your navigation. It's just a really unique system to Audi, but I feel once you get used to it, it's kind of hard to go anything else because it's very user-friendly and it's very dynamic. In your glove compartment, you're going to have 6 CD changer, your DVD, but really what I like to show you is this SD memory card slots, which most cars don't have. What it is, if you download music and you put it on an SD memory card, you put it into your slot there, and what it'll do is download everything onto your hard drive, so you don't have to bring your iPod in back and forth every time. Obviously there's capability doing that, but it's a nice thing to have stuff stored on your hard drive. As we take our last look at the A6, it really becomes clear how awesome this vehicle really is. It combines all the features that you look for in a vehicle. You're going to have that size, that safety, that comfort, and most importantly, that performance. You wouldn't expect this car to be able to move the way it does. And with the Quattro system and that supercharged V6, it's the best car in its class. If you'd like to learn more, we'd love to have you, and we'd love to take care of you as best as we can here at Crown Audi in Clearwater, Florida. My name is Greg Lacina, and we look forward to seeing you soon.